Hey everybody, it's Seth Jones, editor-in-chief of Golfdom Magazine, and I'm very excited to be doing another Legends interview sponsored by our friends at Anuvia in partnership with our friends at Audubon International. Today I'm being joined by the Director of Agronomy at Desert Mountain Club in Scottsdale, Arizona, longtime superintendent, second generation superintendent, and this year's new legend. Welcome, Shawn Emerson. Shawn, thanks for taking the time. It's good to see you.
Oh, love to talk and good to see you.
Good. Well, congratulations on this, the honor that was bestowed upon you recently by Anuvia. That's very exciting. I'm sorry we couldn't meet in person and do some big shebang, but how cool is it that, what'd you think when you heard the news?
Uh, Speechless, and that's rare for me because of the people who've come before me. You know, the Bob Ferrens and the David Stones and the Matt Schaefers and the Ted. I mean, that's unbelievable.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, congratulations. We like to do these, at Golfdom. I'm real excited to be able to partner with those guys because it gives me an excuse to just do something like this with you and just get to shoot the wind with you for a little bit. So I was hoping to get you into storytelling mode here, and you're a second generation superintendent. I'm curious, can you tell me, what's your earliest memories of being on a golf course with your pops? What was that like?
Well, my dad always brought me to work, and I got stories after stories, and that was the greatest connection a father and son could have, is watching your dad in his element. It's like watching a baseball player when you go to the game, Ken Griffey Sr., Jr. watching his dad play. So I got to watch a legend and deal with the legends like George Thompson and Cal Roth and Virgil, people that he knew around him. So I was brought into the game very early. I can tell how old everybody is on how they approach me. If I'm Bill Emerson's son, you were a certain age. You were 20 years over me. And then if Bill Emerson's my father, you're typically younger than me. So I always knew how old you were by how you would address me. Hey, you're Billy's boy. So I figured, well, you're 20 years older than I am. And if I was, hey, is Bill Emerson your dad? Well, I figured you're a little younger than me. So that was always a great introduction. I have two great stories about my dad that said it. I went to work at 7 years old. My dad gave me a broom, and he told me to sweep out the equipment yard. Where all the barn. It was actually a barn on Eagle's Nest, and I swept it out, but I didn't realize it was a dirt floor.
Mm.
So all my years and efforts, everybody's laughing because Dad gave me a broom, and I'm sweeping dirt on top of dirt.
Oh my gosh.
But the greatest influence my dad had in me was not grass. It wasn't turf. It was dealing with people. And the story I tell and people laugh about it, I was 15 years old, Seth, drove to work with my father because I couldn't drive. Well, one day at Chevy Chase Club, there was an accident on 270 and we were 10 minutes late. So everybody waited for him. They didn't have cell phones then, so everybody was waiting for him. And he shows up, I show up, we get in line. He's telling Lou and George and Winston and all the guys on what to do. You're mowing greens, you're changing cup. And he turned to me and he said, young man, we start work at 6 o'clock. And I said, Dad, I rode with you. He said, young man, this is not this company's responsibility to have reliable transportation for their employees. So I got written up by my father for being 10 minutes late to work. And I learned at that point, you must go to work and you can't have any excuse. So if I can't have an excuse of being 10 minutes late because my father drove me, nobody can have excuse in my career why you're late.
Oh my gosh. That is some tough love right there. Jeez.
I was just very fortunate, to do all these things. And he taught me a lot. And this is an award, I'm in the Arizona Golf Hall of Fame and I've won some other awards, but so did my father. So I was repeating a lot of rewards. This is the first award I know of that he didn't get.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of sad by that, but we just move on. But the people that have this award, like we said earlier, it just means so much to me because this is a people industry. We think about growing grass and you see it I know in your magazines and all, but it's about people and relationships.
Were you always destined for this job? I mean, did you ever consider anything else?
Oh, my family's a baseball family.
Mhm.
My brother's a major league pitching coach for the Oakland A's, as a lot of people know, and things like that. No, I thought I was going to do baseball or athletics and coach, and then I ended up in this field, and it just kind of, the people I met, and I just kind of fast tracked, I guess, in one way, up the chain. And I treat golf course maintenance like being a coach.
Mhm.
I'm not the same type of coach I used to be. I used to have that little fire in me and disciplinarian type guy, but now I've realized that that's not how you do it. So over my 30-year career, I have changed my approach on how to manage, and realized it was easier for me to change than try to change. I have 200 guys that work with me now. I can't change 200 people. When I was 33 years old, I thought I could, but at 57, no. I need to adapt. I need to change. And I think that that's the greatest lesson I would tell managers today is keep evolving, keep changing, and find better ways to do things.